What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So obviously this thing kind of happened a while ago. The Jets made all their signings a while ago, but there's just been a lot going on, so we're finally getting back to some of the original early signings, and that starts with today with the new look Jets. So that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be doing a new look Jets rebuild because they've actually made some nice decent signings that have kind of went under the radar in my opinion. So let's go ahead, talk about it, and let's jump right into this. Of course though, guys, before we get into this video, if you guys could leave it a like and subscribe if you're new, it'd be greatly appreciated. Your guys' support on these videos have been awesome. Free agency has been really nice. That's why we've uploaded every single day, haven't missed a single day, because I'm just having so much freaking fun right now. I have to thank you guys for that, for the support. That makes it a lot of fun. So if we take a look at the Jets and what they were able to accomplish, so let's recap some of the signings they did make, because it's been a while. So they did get Laken Tomlinson, which is a really nice offensive lineman for them to go get. They got CJ Uzama from the Bengals, which I'm surprised Uzama did not stay with the Bengals, by the way. And then defensively, they went and grabbed Jordan Whitehead as a strong safety. Also got DJ Reed. So there's definitely been some nice signings for the Jets. I might be missing one as well because, like I said, it's been a while. So let's go ahead and start with this rebuild, of course, with the re-signing stage like usual. So in my opinion, though, the Jets could be a surprising team this upcoming. Or they also got Tyler Conklin, I believe. I believe that's also another signing they did make. But the Jets could be a surprising team this season, but it's going to go... they're going to go as far as Zach Wilson leads them, in my opinion. Obviously, Zach Wilson, his rookie year, didn't look all that great. But rookies struggle sometimes, so you really can't knock him too much yet. You know, Trevor Lawrence didn't look that good either. But I believe those two could easily bounce back in their sophomore years. So I guess the only guy I'm really going to have any interest in is maybe Tyler Conklin as the backup tight end. Just backup Uzama, just for some tight end depth, and he is back. Everyone else, not really worried about bringing back, so we can just go straight to free agency and continue to improve this Jets roster. So like I said, we're going to be rallying around Zach Wilson today. Not going to draft another quarterback. And we'll just kind of see how things go. Obviously, we're going to have a top pick in this draft. We should have the Seahawks pick as well from the Jamal Adams trade. So we're in good shape right now. So if we look, we have Zach Wilson, Ty Johnson, Michael Carter. So I like Michael Carter, Corey Davis, Elijah Moore, which I do like as well. And then so offense isn't bad. Obviously, wide receiver is something. I feel like we need a number one wide receiver. I do like Elijah Moore. I do like Corey Davis, but I don't really see them as any. Well, Moore, I guess, could potentially be one. It's kind of too early to tell, but for me, I definitely want to find myself like a guaranteed number one wide receiver if we can. Offensive line isn't too bad. George Font is like 30, so I'm not sure how long we can rely on him. But this season, I may not worry about it too much just because all looks good. Zach Wilson star development, and then we got Mekhi Becton a superstar development. And then taking a look at the defense, CJ Mosley went up to superstar, Quentin Williams up to superstar, Franklin Myers, Bryce Hall is great, and then Ashton Davis star development, Jordan Whitehead is normal. But probably need better linebackers, maybe another corner wouldn't hurt as well. Another defensive tackle, Sheldon Rankins is 28. So we'll see how things go. We're just gonna go straight to free agency, obviously, and kind of see what we can grab here in free agency. So kind of the same thing as like the Falcons. We're probably gonna be going young here just because this is a rebuilding team. Now, like I said, I wouldn't mind having like a number one wide receiver, but Odell Beckham's not gonna be that guy for me. There's not gonna be much to sign here. JC Treader, I mean, could be an upgrade. I know, like I said, we were going young, but JC Treader at center could be an upgrade over McGovern if you wanted to. Maybe that's something we could look at. Alexander Johnson, Julio Jones, probably won't go for that either. But there's definitely some options here, so I'm going to go ahead and offer some contracts. And may not be too many offers here, I'm not going to lie, but we'll see what we get. So really the only person I think I'm going to walk away with out of this free agency class is going to be Derek Nottie. So that's going to be my one signing. The rest is going to have to be through the draft. I'm not really interested in anybody that's sitting in free agency right now. I'm going to roll with what we got. As long as we get Derek Nottie, who is 26-year-old defensive tackle, I'll feel pretty good about that. They'll give us some nose tackle depth. And wow, we did not even get him. He rejected our offer. So that's rather disappointing. But it's at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. So maybe in free agency, we're just kind of done. None of these guys I'm really all that interested in, though. There's just not enough young guys that I think I want to bring into the team. So I guess there's a first time for everything. I will not be signing anybody, I don't think, in free agency. The only other guy that I did have interest in was JC Treader, and he is gone. So yeah, that'll be it. We're not going for anybody in this free agency class, which is rather surprising, obviously. But like I said, I want to do my thing, I do things a certain way, and I'm just not very convinced any of these guys are somebody that I want on the team. So yeah, I think we're just going to be going straight to free agency, to be honest with you. I mean, we could get like a veteran linebacker, but or not free agency, I guess the draft, I should say. We could get a veteran linebacker, but I'd rather just try to draft and take my chances. So maybe next free agency will treat us better. I'm fine with rolling this money in the next season and just seeing what happens. So let's just head straight to draft night, and we'll be fine with that. So here we go on draft night. Let's go ahead and get started. I know the Jets were in on like Tyreek Hill, but Tyreek Hill kind of shut that down and said he would not have went to the Jets. So we have the number 2 pick overall from this simulation. We also have number 3. Okay, so yeah, I mean, obviously this isn't the correct draft order whatsoever. It's really unfortunate you can't get the correct draft order and the correct free agency class in the same connected franchise file, but it's just not possible. So I mean, I'm thinking of walking away with either Aiden Hutchinson here and probably Derek Stingley, I think. So that's probably going to be on my 2 selections. So Aiden Hutchinson at number 2 overall, I think is something. I mean, Kyle Hamilton would be cool as well. Derek Stingley, like I said, I do want to take him. There's a lot of things we could do here, but I think I'm going to go Aiden Hutchinson. Have to, I feel like. So Aiden Hutchinson's going to be my first selection. And then I do want a number 1 corner, like I said. So I think I'm going to take Derek Stingley here. I mean, we could take a tackle as well, but I think Derek Stingley would solve that number 1 corner issue. Kyle Hamilton would be awesome as well. I do love him. I hope he falls to 11 and goes to Washington in real life, but we'll see. But I'm going to take Derek Stingley, I think, with this pick. This gives me an immediate number 1 overall corner on my roster. So I'm going to take him. And then I think with the 2nd round pick, we'll probably go wide receiver, I think. Or maybe third round. We'll see. Because I want a number 1 wide receiver out of this draft. We have the 8th pick overall in the 2nd round as well. So that could work to our advantage. So let's go ahead and see what we should be grabbing here. So we got Brisker, Daxon Hill, Jordan Battle. So we could take a free safety, could take a lineman, could take a wide receiver. So you have John Mechie the third. We have Adam Anderson. So there's a lot of things we could do here, but I'm going to look at Daxon. I mean, free safety position is actually not too bad. We have a star development free safety right now in Ashton Davis. So I might not worry about the safeties. We also have Jordan Whitehead. So I might look at John Mechie here, and I might take him, see a release, and he's got A-spec catch, A-stiff arm, B awareness. I'm going to take John Mechie the third here for my 2nd round pick. We needed a number 1 wide receiver, and I've never drafted Mechie before, so we'll be happy with that. And then at pick number 8, we do need some linebackers, so Nick Bonito would have actually been a good pick if we would have done that earlier. But unfortunately, he's not there anymore. We could take Sanders, who I take quite often, but he's a stud. We could take another corner. Ahmad Garner is here in the 2nd round. That actually would be really cool. We take another corner. I don't think we can, though. I feel like that's just a little overkill because we do have some decent corners already. We could take a wide receiver and Drake London. I mean, there's so many things we could have done, man. Holy crap, we have a lot of options. We need linebackers, though. Is there like Nakobe Dean still here? Is that still possible? Adam Anderson. We have Brandon Smith. The linebackers here are just not that great, though. I know none of these guys are that good, at least in the Madden sim. They're just normal dev, like 60 overall. So I mean, Sanders is someone I take all the freaking time. I know Adam Anderson is good. I'm really thinking I might take Ahmad Garner here as another corner. I literally might do it. I'm going to take him. Ahmad Garner, another cornerback. I know I'm definitely, overkilling on the corners, but I'm going to go ahead and skip to the 3rd round, and we'll see what we get in the 3rd round. So at round 3, pick number 2, I mean, we need linebackers. We got Adam Anderson, who I think I'll take in the 3rd round here. So Adam Anderson, welcome to the Jets, another hidden development player. So we're just getting hidden developments, which is great. And then probably we'll be done after that. So I'm feeling pretty good about that draft. Hopefully the CPU can actually take a little bit more hidden development players. I wouldn't complain. I think that was a pretty good draft, though. We're feeling pretty good after that. So coming out of the draft, we have Zach Wilson at 75 overall, Michael Carter 78, Elijah Moore is the number 1. Mechie, I think I want to move to like the slot if I can, or number 2 wouldn't hurt me either. So Corey Davis, you guys could slide over to the slot. I don't know. We'll just roll with that. We have Conklin and Uzama. I might start Uzama over Conklin, so I'm going to put Wesco in there. I'm going to start Uzama, and then Font, and then Tomlinson, McGovern, Vera Tucker, and Becton. So the offense is looking really good. And defensively, like I said, we did upgrade on this part. So we have, wow, we're not even starting Aiden Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson is a left end. Do we put him at nose tackle, though? I mean, I don't know who we put him over. Put him over Carl Lawson. I mean, Aiden Hutchinson just kind of fell in our lap, to be honest with you. So we kind of just had to take him. So Jordan Whitehead and Davis, like I said, that's kind of why I passed on safeties. Need another middle linebacker. Do I just move Franklin Myers or Loss? I mean, I feel we got to put Aiden Hutchinson in there somehow. So I guess we'll just put him at the nose tackle for now and just roll with that. So we'll go ahead and simulate this season, and we'll see how things go. Am Anderson, Stingley. Defense, we definitely took a lot of players on, and I'm very happy with it. So we'll kind of see how things go, simulate this next season, and let's see what happens. So at the end of the season, kind of another disappointing year, only going 4-13, which, like I said, not a good year whatsoever. So I mean, it's just continue rebuild process. Zach Wilson wasn't good in his sophomore year, I assume, or something just went wrong. So I guess we could take a look real quick. So offense was 30th in the NFL. Yeah, pass rating wasn't that great. It was 45th in the NFL. Defense was 18th. So We take a look. Zach Wilson, 26 touchdowns, 16 interceptions. Okay, not too bad, I guess. Definitely would love to see that. But I'm still going to rally around Zach Wilson. Mike Carter, 900 yards on the ground, 3 rushing touchdowns. Receiving wise, Braxton Berrios had 1,000 yards, 800 from John Mechie, then 900 from Elijah Moore. Defensively, sacks wise, Franklin Myers had 10, Lawson with 8.5, 5.5 from Quinton Williams, and then 3.5 from Sheldon Rankins. Aiden Hutchinson really didn't get. I feel like we had Aiden Hutchinson playing out of position, to be honest with you. So maybe we can move on from Carl Lawson via trade. We can maybe do something like that since we do have Aiden Hutchinson now. Basically, what we could do technically is maybe we could move Carl Lawson for something we could use. Maybe just like kind of how the Colts did with the Yannick Ngakoue thing and the Raiders. Obviously, they got a corner instead of. Well, we'll see. But let's get to the offseason. Obviously, we have a little bit more work to do. It was a decent start, but we still obviously, like I said, have more work to do. We're going to this offseason with about $95 million in cap space, which bodes well for us because obviously we want to get aggressive this offseason. You have Jordan Whitehead and Quinton Williams as free agents. Connor McGovern, Braxton Berrios just had a really good year for us. And then Ty Johnson, young running back. But I think I really want to focus on getting Quinton Williams back more than anything in the world, obviously. So we can bring Quinton Williams back for a long time. I would be very happy with that. So I'll go ahead and offer him a fat offer. And hopefully he's willing to sign this offer. So we'll offer that. And he is back. So Quinton Williams is back. Jordan Whitehead I want to keep around as well. Because did just sign with the Jets in real life from the Buccaneers. So I'll go ahead and try to bring him back. Convince him to stay with the New York Jets. And we'll keep him as their strong safety. Font McGovern, though, I mean, I'll revisit them in free agency if I have to. Ty Johnson and then King. I think what I want to do is I think I'm going to go ahead and re-sign Braxton Berrios just because he's been pretty decent for the Jets. So I'll offer him a contract. Other than that, though, I think I'll be fine. That obviously leads to some gaping holes on the offensive line if we lose Font and McGovern, which I'm fine with. We can go into the offseason and see what we can get. So with this 90, or I guess it's now $71 million in cap space, I'm going to take my chances with those two offensive linemen walking. Maybe could have addressed offensive line in the draft a little bit better, but it's all right at the end of the day. So real quick recap of the offense. John Mechie is up to star development, which is great. So I like my wide receivers. Running back Michael Carter, obviously would love to see him be star, but he's just not. And defensively, we have, wow. Okay, so we have Franklin Myers. We have Aiden Hutchinson at superstar dev. So all three of my defensive linemen are superstar dev, which is pretty amazing. And then Derek Stingley is literally superstar X Factor. So Bryce Hall also is a corner. And then Ahmad Garner, I guess it's good because DJ Reed is just gone somewhere. I don't know where he went. But Ashton Davis, I believe, is young safety, 26. So, yeah, I think I'm cool with Ashton Davis and Jordan Whitehead as my safeties. We need another middle linebacker, obviously. And like I said, Carl Lawson might be a guy we trade away for something that we maybe need. Maybe we trade Carl Lawson for a middle linebacker. Maybe we trade him for an offensive lineman. There's a lot of things we could do, but I do want to address free agency first before we think about that, because I would rather move Aiden Hutchinson to his more natural position. So you have Lamar Jackson at quarterback. Obviously, if I was just going crazy here, I'd probably go sign Lamar Jackson and replace Zach Wilson, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to stick with Zach Wilson throughout the video. I believe in that man. We do need another guard. No, we need a center in attack. We don't need a guard. So Jenkins would have been awesome. We don't really need a guard. We have Amos. We need a tackle and a center. So we have Conklin out here, which might be my best option. Then we also need a center. So let's see what centers we have. Mitch Morse, McGovern. So we could definitely sign some veterans. So we'll do that. And then I do want to look at middle linebacker as well. So we have Vontae David. So we could sign Drew Tranquil, but I think what we would rather do is Ed Oliver out here. He is not. That would have been awesome if he was, but he's not. So, okay. What I think I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and probably sign the tackles, and I'm going to sign Conklin. I'm going to sign Brian, I forgot what his name, Mitch Morse, I think it was. So I'm going to sign Conklin and Mitch Morse to complete my offensive line. I like my wide receiver core, so Mitch Morse or Conklin, you have a pretty good offer on, but I'm going to strengthen that just a little bit just to make sure we do get him, because sometimes you just don't get the guys you want. So Conklin, we should have a really nice grasp on. And then Mitch Morse as well. I'm going to bring him in to be my veteran center to protect Zach Wilson. So we'll go ahead and sign Mitch Morse as well. So we'll have that for us. And that should be golden on both of them. Hopefully I'll strengthen it just a little bit. And then, like I said, I think since we have such a high draft pick, we could probably walk away with Brian, the nose tackle of the draft. So like I said, what I think I'm going to do is I think I want to move Aiden Hudson to more his natural position. I think we are going to go ahead and trade Carl Lawson and try to get a middle linebacker, maybe a player for player swap. We'll see what I can find. So we are doing that player for player swap, but we're also throwing in a 3rd round pick in order to get Devin White from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I don't know why the Bucs would do this. Maybe they don't want to pay him. Maybe Devin White's, commanding top money and we could pay him. I don't know. Regardless, we got Devin White to be our brand new middle linebacker. That'll move Aiden Hudson immediately back to his natural position, and I feel really good about that. So Carl Lawson is gone now. I feel really bad about that, but we do get an immediate upgrade in Devin White, which is awesome. So now Aiden Hudson moves to more of his natural position, and that gives us the open floor to draft a nose tackle with our #1 overall pick. So we do have the #1 overall pick, so I feel really good about that. Adam Anderson, do I want to roll with him at the left outside linebacker? I think I will. And then CJ Mosley also went to superstar development, which is awesome. Superstar X Factor, I should say. So I guess we'll roll with CJ Mosley there for now. But Devin White's an immediate upgrade to what we needed at that middle linebacker core, which I feel really good about. And offensively, I think I'm good. Like I said, if we can get those linemen, I'd feel really good about that. So let's see if we do get lucky, walk away with them out of the draft, or out of free agency day 1, not the draft. And let's see if we get lucky. So we traded our 3rd round pick, and we are going to walk away with both Conklin and Mitch Morse. That's going to be protection for Zach Wilson. Protection is important no matter what you're talking about. And then obviously, let's go see what we got. So Mitch Morse, Conklin, offense is looking great. So I'm going to roll with Michael Carter still. I believe in Michael Carter. Zach Wilson's up to a 70% overall. Offensive line is going to protect him like crazy. Elijah Moore roll with. And then, like I said, in the #1 overall pick, we're going to be drafting that Brian guy, which is going to be freaking awesome. And he'll probably turn into a superstar defensive tackle as well. So our defensive line, about to be pretty nasty. So we're going to go into this draft and let's see what we can grab. So of course, like I said, with our #1 overall pick, I believe this is the draft class I'm thinking of where Brian is on the top of the board. Or yes, there it is. I'm about to say. So we're going to be drafting Brian here out of Clemson. He's going to be immediate upgrade our defensive tackle position. I think he turns into like superstar development every time. So we're literally going to have 4 defensive tackles, superstar development. With my 2nd round pick though, I think I 100% want to draft an outside linebacker because that position is getting a little bit weak. And after this, I'm done. So let's see, because we don't have a 3rd round pick, obviously, from the Devin White trade. So we can take Ojulari, we can take Demon Clowney, and we have Drew Sanders, we have Prunty. We don't need another corner. That's the last thing I think I need to take. So I think I'm going to take LSU's Ojulari here. So welcome to the Jets, my friend. And that will be it for me. And we're out of the draft now. But just like that, our defensive line is going to absolutely wreak havoc on the league. I'm feeling really good about this. So taking a look at the offense, it's Zach Wilson, Michael Carter, Elijah Moore, Mechie, and Corey Davis, and Braxton Berrios as well. Offensive line, like I said, is well improved. Uzama's a decent tight end. Zach Wilson's up to a 77 overall. And then defensively, look at this freaking D-line, bro. This D-line is freaking nasty. We got Ojulari out of the draft as well. Jordan Whitehead, Derek Stingley, Amon Garner, Ashton Davis. I mean, this is like literally just... I'm in love. I'm in love with this defensive line. Aiden Hutchinson, Quinnen Williams, John Franklin Myers, and then Brian, which is just freaking fantastic. So let's go ahead and simulate this next season. Obviously, Zach Wilson definitely needs to have a very, very good year. I'm also going to sign a quarterback as a backup just in case. That way the Jet or free agency doesn't go ahead and sign freaking Tom Brady for me or something, because that's happened before and we really don't have anybody. So I'm just going to sign Matt Ryan and that'll be it. So let's go ahead and simulate this season. Or I guess that was Jimmy Garoppolo, not Matt Ryan. But let's simulate this season, and let's see if Zach Wilson can lead us to the playoffs. So at the end of the season, we actually won our division at 9-8, which isn't great, but we will take it. We get to play the Las Vegas Raiders in round 1. And I'm going to assume our defense was a huge part of why we were 9-8, which is a good start. Like I said, it's not great, but for us, it's awesome because, we're a rebuilding team. Getting the playoffs is always good. So offense was terrible, but defense should have been really good. I'm hoping defense was like top 5, if not the best. It was 30th in the NFL. Are you kidding me? Wow. Okay. All right. Zach Wilson, 28 touchdowns, 9 interceptions. Rushing wise, Michael Carter, 1,100 yards, 12 touchdowns. Receiving, Corey Davis, Elijah Moore, Uzama, and then, yeah. So that all looks good. And then I'm assuming my linebackers were maybe getting cooked. I know my pass rush is freaking awesome, though. So let's see. We got 12.5 from Brian, 8 from Franklin Myers, 7 from Hutchinson, and 7 from Quinnen Williams. The D-line was absolutely just freaking, yeah. I'm assuming my linebackers were probably just giving up like a ton of yards, which makes sense. But 4 from Devin White, and then looking at touchdowns, safeties, nothing. So, I mean, we're in the playoffs, so I can't complain too much. So, I mean, as long as we sack Derek Carr, make him uncomfortable, I feel pretty good about our chances on potentially winning this game because we do have the home field advantage as well. But, of course, Stingley, you got to lock up Devontae Adams if possible, which isn't really possible, really. So jumping into this snowy environment here in New York. So this should be a slippery playoff game, of course. So I don't know, man. I don't know if we'll win this or not. Like I said, our D-line is definitely going to wreak havoc on Derek Carr. I'm hoping for a ton of sacks in this game. We'll see what happens. Obviously, it's the Raiders' offensive line. See how good they are. But, you know, here we go. Let's jump right into this, shall we? Skip moment and a start of a touchdown would be great. Not going to happen, though. And we do score this time. It is 7-0. Defense is getting some stops. It is 10-0 now. And it is now 17-0. So we're looking good. Raiders do go down and score, though, 17-7, and they do not score again, though, which is great. And we go up 7-24, 13-24, though, and it is now 21-24. So we're letting the Raiders creep back into this, and they might be taking the lead here. But Zach Wilson's going to go down and get a field goal, and we have the ball back again. Interception. We're up 10 now with about 2 minutes left. Another sack. I'm really hoping there was a lot of sacks in this game. So we do end up beating the Raiders, which is great. So we upset Derek Carr, Devontae Adams, which is obviously really good for us. So 24-37, we win our wild card game, which is just fantastic, obviously, for this young up-and-coming Jets roster. We beat a veteran Raiders roster, so I'm feeling very proud of myself right now. We're on to the divisional round. Let's go. Once again, another snowy day here in the playoffs as we get to play the Cincinnati Bengals in their divisional round. Obviously, this is going to be a very tough task. Beating the Raiders was awesome, but can we come out and beat the Bengals as well? Zach Wilson actually played really well in that playoff game, wild card weekend, which is great. We love to see that. Could he lead us to the AFC Championship this year, though? That is the question. I said D-line has to be great. Defense has to be fantastic, and Zach Wilson just has to be good enough. So let's see. Start out with ball. A score to start things off would be fantastic, and we are going to get a field goal, and we get an interception for 61 yards, but no score out of it, which is really disappointing. And then we end up, I don't know, it's 14-3, and we are going to go down and put up 10, which is great. And if we can come out on this drive, no, it's 21-10. I think Zach Wilson threw an interception. 28-10, Joe Burrow is leading the Bengals, probably past us here unless if a miracle happens for us. 28-17, if we got a stop, we could technically still be in this game, but it's probably over. We do lose in a division round. 31-17, but the fact that we got a division round is good playoff experience. So I'm going to say one more offseason. I think we could put this team in the bowl for sure. So going into this offseason with about $94 million in cap space, I assume we're going to have to re-sign some players, obviously. We got Mekhi Becton, Bryce Hall, Thompson, Ashton Davis, Corey Davis. Okay, so there's some guys we obviously need to re-sign, but it's actually not as bad as I thought it could have been. So obviously start up top with our left tackle. Want to keep the offensive line, want to keep the protection for Zach Wilson. So Mekhi Becton, I'm more than comfortable with signing, and he'll be back. So that's a W. Bryce Hall, want to keep him around as a cornerback as well. So we'll keep him around. After this, we should have about $50 to $40 million in cap space to get like another impact player. So I'm going to keep everybody around, I think, for sure. So we'll grab Laken Thompson back, 32-year-old right guard. He is back. Ashton Davis, I'll keep him around as well. Just want to keep him. He's been on the system for a while, so we'll keep the defense the same. And then Uzama, Corey Davis. I'm going to wait. I don't think we necessarily need them, but if we do end up wanting them back, we will come back for them, but we'll see. So let's go to free agency day one now, and I really want to look at my D-line right now. I want to see. They all guaranteed our superstar dev. At least. Superstar dev, at the very least, my whole D-line has to be. So offense, we did lose, obviously, a wide receiver, which I think is fine because what I think we could do is we could technically go for more of a number one wide receiver. We could maybe go for an upgrade at tight end if we don't want Uzama back. Then D-line, dude, looks freaking insane. All right, mostly still superstar X Factor. Cornerbacks are still awesome, and I'm still comfortable with. So I'm good. I think I'm good with the linebacker core the way it looks, and obviously defense is freaking fantastic, so we're happy with that. Now, like I said, I assume my linebackers are probably getting cooked, but it's all right. I guess we'll leave it the way it is. And then offense, wide receiver, tight end. Another linebacker, I guess, if we wanted to upgrade there. Let's see what's just available to us. So $56 million. Again, dude, if I needed to write in Chase Young right now at 98 overall, I mean, that would just be. Do we trade Franklin Myers and go for Chase Young? 98 overall Chase Young. That would be kind of insane if we did that. I'm low-key thinking about it. I'm not going to lie. Harold Landry. Okay, that could be interesting. But I don't think that's really helps us because he's more of an edge rusher too. Ryan Jensen, if we needed a center, I would mind that. Leonard Fournette. I mean, I guess we could go for an upgrade and running back, but I don't think we really need that either. Tyler Boyd, though, we do kind of need a wide receiver. So Tyler Boyd, I guess at superstar dev could be kind of a replacement since we did lose what was it? Corey Davis. Couldn't even remember at this point. But Tyler Boyd is superstar dev. So you know what? We'll give Tyler Boyd an offer. Not that long, but we'll offer Tyler Boyd a contract. And I'm really thinking about going for Chase Young. Not going to lie. Just to complete the D-line even more. 107 total points on Tyler Boyd. So we should be able to get him. And then, is there anything else? I guess tight end was the other position that I was kind of lacking in. So we have Higbee, who has no offers right now. So we can offer Higbee a contract. He'll be relatively cheap. So we'll go for Tyler Higbee. 100 total points. And then, like I said, last but not least, do we want Chase Young on this team is the question. That means we'd probably end up trading John Franklin Myers just because it wouldn't be necessary to keep all of them. So, I don't know. I'm definitely thinking about it because what we could do is technically trade Franklin Myers for more of a linebacker that would fit better. So, maybe we do that. Maybe we do that. I'm going to offer Chase Young a contract. Why the hell not? You're going to overpay the hell out of him. And I'm going to bring Chase Young in. And that'll be 111 total points. That beats Green Bay's offer by a little bit, but I am fine with just selling out on Chase Young because this is the last offseason anyway. So Chase Young, 111 total points, still doesn't move it though. So I don't even know if he will accept the offer though is the problem. So this is a lot of money for Chase Young, I'm not gonna lie. And that's the league maximum. Did we offer average in it cannot exceed league maximum restructure offer and track? So I have to just hope he literally just signs with us. I think that's what it is. 113 total points moves us above Green Bay a little bit. But yeah, I have to hope he signs, I guess. That's literally my only hope. I think after this though, nobody will really have cap space, but we'll see if we get everybody we were kind of hoping for. So if we don't get Chase Young, it wouldn't be the end of the world, but it would be really cool if we did get him. So we got Chase freaking Young, bro. Let's freaking go. So that means we can move John Franklin Myers for more of a linebacker that would fit better, which I think is going to be awesome. So that's what we'll do. So Chase Young is a freaking awesome upgrade. Zach Wilson got Tyler Boyd, got a tight end, and then freaking Chase freaking Young. Like I said, that moves John Franklin Myers probably out of here because I think he's the oldest out of this group, 27, which isn't even that old, obviously. But Quinnen Williams and Aiden Hutchinson, I'm going to keep around. So Chase Young, and unfortunately, Franklin Myers, probably going to have to move you. Probably trade you for more of a linebacker that fits a little bit better. We'll see what we can find, though. Maybe we get an upgrade of strong safety. We're probably going to trade him away, though, unfortunately. Okay, so I'm low-key kind of just selling out for this last year. We're trading Franklin Myers 2 second-round picks in order to get Buda Baker just to strengthen the strong safety position. And now I'm feeling really good. So now we can go into this next season feeling really good about this lineup. So D-line is absolutely freaking insane. Cornerback room is great. We got an upgrade now, a strong safety. So linebackers are going to stay relatively the same. And then, like I said, this looks freaking awesome. I'm excited. So if this team can't make the playoffs this next season, then it is what it is. But I feel like we've put together a really nice freaking team. The only other thing I'm going to do is sign some depth at quarterback and running back, which actually we really have no money to do so. But I'm going to sign probably a backup QB at the very least, and I'm sure we could draft one as well. So probably just go for like Dwayne Haskins has no offer, PJ Walker. We'll go for Mr. King out here just to give him a little bit of an offer there. And that'll be it for me. So we are ready to go into this next season. I am very ecstatic about how this team freaking looks. And we're ready. Let's get it. So at the end of the season, we ended up going 12-5, won our division. And it looks like we actually have the freaking bye week, which is just fantastic. So this team is finally shaping up to what we wanted it to be. I'm feeling really ecstatic about everything. So let's go look at the stats. I'm really hoping defense was actually really good this year. So offense was really good, 7th in the NFL. And then defense was a 91 overall, which ended up being 3rd in the NFL, which is freaking awesome. Zach Wilson, 27 touchdowns, 7 interceptions. So Zach Wilson hasn't been crazy in this video, but he's been good enough, which is awesome. Michael Carter, 1,400 yards, 14 touchdowns. So glad he did not give up on this man. Still normal development, which sucks, but it is what it is. Receiving wise, Tyler Boyd ended up being a nice signing. 1,100 yards, 1,000 yards, 900 from Higbee. And then defensively, really am curious to see how this looks. So sacks wise, 14.5. 12.5, 10.5, and 10.5. Has that ever happened before with all 4 defensive linemen have double-digit sacks? Because I had a feeling our defensive line was going to be insane, and it was, which we love to see. CJ Mosley 3, and then 1.5, and then 1.5 is freaking awesome. And then as far as coverage, we had 4 interceptions from Devin White, 3 from Mosley, 2 from Buda Baker, 2 from Derek Stingley. So yeah, this was the team we wanted to put together, and we put together a insane defense, which is freaking awesome, which I love building defenses. But best D-line I've ever had by far. So let's go to next week. Let's go ahead and see who we get to play, and we get to play the Kansas City Chiefs. So this will be a good testament to how good we are. Obviously, no Tyreek Hill, so that's going to play to our advantage, but if we lose to the Chiefs, then we just weren't ready for the moment. Let's jump right into it. Regardless of what happens, this is our season. So Zach Wilson, this is your only chance, at least here in Madden in this video. But you need to beat the Chiefs and go to the AFC Championship. Skip moment. This will be a good start. And we are not going to... And we allow a field goal to start things off. But no points yet. We get a safety, which is a little weird, which I'll take. It is 3-2. This is a baseball game so far. We have the ability to tie it up, but so far Zach Wilson has just laid an egg. And I think we're getting to the red zone and absolutely just choking it away. We have so many chances to win this game, and it's just not going to happen. And we get 5. Really? It's 20-5. What kind of score is this? And Zach Wilson and us just absolutely freaking suck. 20-5. I'm going to come out here and just throw a freaking dime somehow. I don't know, man. I am so disappointed. This is the team I wanted to put together, and I am so happy with how this team looks. And we're just going to lose like this. I am so... I'd rather just get sacked in the end zone. I don't even freaking care. I'm just going to throw it up in the air. And actually might be... Nope, it was out of bounds. Okay. Well, it is what it is, man. Like I said, this game is over. And it is booth review. Wait, did I catch that? I feel like I caught that. Are they going to give it to me? They did. Let's go. 1st and 10. We'll take that. I kind of just clicked the button so I didn't get sacked. But you know what? It worked out. So I can't complain too much. All right, man. Like I said, it's so disappointing that we literally only put up 5 points in this playoff game. I'm about to throw this away. I don't even know why I'm playing right now, dude. This game is so over. So I guess I'm just coming out here for integrity, I guess, and trying to get a touchdown for Zach Wilson since he can't do it him damn self. And you know what? I'm going to throw it up to Mechie, and I think that might be there, but there's probably going to be a flag for holding, isn't there? And if there is, I'm gone. I'm definitely gone. If someone held on that play because that was a freaking dot, I am done. And it was a holding. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. Sucks we lost the way we did. But you know what? I'm happy with the team we put together. This is Crushables 2. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.